Hi guys, today we are going to look at how to solve systems of equations by the process of elimination. So step one is to look at our equations. So we're going to take a minute and write our equations down. Our first equation is y equals 5x minus 3. And our second equation is 3x minus 8y equals 24. All right, so the first question that we are to ask ourselves is down below. Are they both in standard form? Which means is the x and the y on the same side of the equation? Well, the first one is y equals 5x minus 3. That is slope-intercept form. So this one, the answer is no. The second one, 3x minus 8y equals 24. That is in standard form. X and y are on the same side, so this equation is going to head over that way. All right, so for the one with the no, we're going to address that one first. So I'm going to rewrite the equation, and we're going to rewrite it in order to get it to be a standard form equation. So there is our slope-intercept form, and now we need to get the x to the other side. So how do we get the x to the other side? We have to move it, so we're going to subtract 5x from this side and minus 5x from the other side. And we were left with negative 3 on this side equals negative 5x plus y. So there is our new equation. Now it's written in standard form. We can go on to step 2. So step 2 says, look at the equations. So let's rewrite our two equations. Negative 5x plus y equals negative 3. That's our first one. And then the one that we haven't had to do anything to, 3x minus 8y equals 24. So the whole purpose is we want to make sure that x's are aligned with the x's, the y's are aligned with the y's, and the numbers with the numbers, because we're going to be working with these numbers in order to eliminate one of these variables. We're going to have to figure out how to get rid of either the x's or how to get rid of the y's. So the next question asks us, are there any equal or opposite variables as we look down in the x's and the y's? For example, is there a 3x and a negative 3x? So if we look here, we have a negative 5x and a 3x. No, they're not opposites and they're not the same. To be the same, they'd have to be negative 5x and negative 5x, or 3x and 3x. And they're not opposites. They're not negative 5 and positive 5. So how about this next one here? The next ones are y's. Well, I have a plus y and a minus 8y. Again, they're not the same and they're not opposites. So the answer is no. And we're going to have to move on and do a little bit of work with those equations. So I'm going to take the very first equation, and I'm going to look at these equations and figure out which is the best way to change it so that we do have opposites. Well, if I look at the x's, I have to think of what kind of factors they have in common. Is there something I can multiply these numbers by in order to get something that's similar? Well, the first number that they would have in common as a common multiple would be 15. 3 times negative 5 would be negative 15, and 5 times 3 would be positive 15. So we could multiply both equations, 1 by 3 and 1 by 5. That's a lot of work. Let's see if the next set is even easier. If you look at the y's, I have a y here and a negative 8. Well, is there a way to get this y to equal a negative 8 or a positive 8? Sure. So opposites are always better. So let's put a little box around that. If you can do opposite variables, it makes everything so much easier. So this is what you really want to try. So I would like to turn this into a positive 8. So what would I have to do with this whole equation in order to get this to be a positive 8? Well, I'd simply have to multiply the whole equation by 8. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So I am going to take the time here to write out that equation again. Negative 5x plus y equals negative 3. And what we're going to do is we are going to multiply this entire equation by 8. So if we do that, it's kind of like our distributive property. Everything on the inside is going to be divided by 8. So we have 8 times negative 5x, which would give me negative, oh, I think I want to do it in purple. Yep, negative 40x. And 8 times y, there's our plus 8 now. And 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. equals negative 24. All right, so so now we have our equation, and now we have opposites. We have a positive 8 here, and now we have a negative 8 in this equation. So let's write the equations out again and take a look in step 3. So I have negative 40x plus 8y equals negative 24. And then the equation we didn't have to touch, 3x minus 8y equals positive 24. So there's our equations. So now it says add together the two equations to make a single equation worth 1. So if we want to eliminate our y's, we're going to want to add these together. So we're going to add these two equations together because they're opposites. If they were the same, we'd have to subtract them. So that's why opposites are easier, because adding is always easier than subtracting. So now let's just go ahead. Negative 40 minus 3x would be negative 37x. And then we know here that these two 8y's will cancel out, which is what we want to do. We want to eliminate that variable. And negative 24 plus 24 equals 0. The next part of the step is to solve that equation. So I've got negative 37x equals 0. So the next thing left to do is just to simplify. Divide both sides by negative 37. And in this case, x equals 0. There we go. We have found one of our variables. That's half the battle. So the only thing left that we need to do is we need to do step 5. Substitute the value for the variable you just solved into one of the equations. So I'm going to pick the easiest of the two equations. I'm going to pick the first one, the y equals 5x minus 3. And so now in place of the x, I am going to substitute our new number, which is 0. So y equals 5 times the 0 minus 3, and that would give me y equals negative 3. So now we have our value for x, we have our value for y, we have our solution. Our solution is 0, negative 3. The very last step is to always check to see if it makes sense by putting the x and y back into both equations to make sure that they work and you didn't make any mathematical errors. I can't stress how important it is to take the time to do this step. It's really easy to make a mistake with all of this math, and by double checking, you can guarantee your answer. So the first problem was y equals 5x minus 3. So in place of the y, we're going to put the negative 3. In place of the x, we are going to put the 0, and we're going to subtract 3. So our problem is negative 3 equals 5 times 0 is 0, minus 3. Negative 3 equals negative 3. Is that a true equation? It sure is. Check. It works for this one. Now, just because it works with one does not necessarily mean it's going to work for the other, so it's important we do check both equations. So I have 3x minus 8y equals 24. So in place of the x, we're going to put the 0. And in place, whoa, flying pens. In place of the y, we're going to put our negative 3. And see if everything on that side actually equals our 24. 3 times 0 is 0. And negative 8 times negative 3 would be a positive 24. Equals 24. So does 24 actually equal 24? Again, we check. It works out. It's perfect. So that's the system, solving systems of equations with elimination. Now it's time to go ahead and try some practice on your own. See you later.